Hey guys, Ron here. Had a chance to take out the Mini yesterday. It was beautiful out. I went over to Okeechobee, Port Mayaca, and flew around the dam over there. Got a little bit of Lake Okeechobee in there. Got some alligators, which I didn't even know I went over them. Later on, reviewing the video, I could actually see that because I would have actually flew more, got better shots of them. But yeah, hopefully I ordered the Tab S6, so down the way here when I'm flying, hopefully I have better visibility because my little Galaxy S7 phone, excuse me, is just it's really hard to see the screen at some points, and yeah, I had some issues with some almost crashed into some telephone lines over there too, flying around. Probably should have been a little higher, granted, but I was trying to get some low shots as well. So hopefully the Tab S6 will give me a better view, and I'll figure out how to make one of those sun visors or whatever, like I've seen on some of the guys' posts. But great time. It got a little windy in the afternoon, but got some good footage. Went through 3 batteries, did some editing here and there. But it actually looked pretty good, so hopefully you enjoy it, and yeah, let me know if you liked it. Bye. Hey guys, so there's me, and yes, I did ride my motorcycle this day, and basically it was a beautiful day for a motorcycle ride. And I'm getting ready to take off, and there we go. So little tips on today. I tried to do a lot of low-level flying since the coronavirus basically has everybody pretty much landlocked, so yeah, it's definitely left it wide open out here to get some good footage in, because this place, it varies whether there's people here or not. People come to the park, take pictures, and maybe even do a picnic or something, but today there was really nobody there. There was a few people on boats doing some fishing, and it gave great opportunity for me just to fly around and not have to worry about bothering anybody. So yeah, a lot of these shots basically were very, I don't know, easy to do, I guess, because I had the fear of crashing, of course, but not into a person, so that was definitely a bonus. And as you see, I'm swooping under. Those are the first times I've ever swooped under anything, went under the bridge and stuff. So that was pretty cool. I was always worried that I'd lose GPS signal and the Mini would go into a return to home and smash into the bottom of the bridge, but yeah, that was my biggest fear about flying under a bridge. I know you can cancel it out, but still getting used to the Mini. And this is actually all this footage, and I might have had it in another video, but this is after a crash that I had, and I actually broke the left front arm, which is one of the antenna arms. Snapped it right off in a crash that I had near my house. So this was actually a glue and baking soda repair that I did to the arm, because I got my arm on order, but everything's backed up on Amazon, so I'll probably be waiting 2 months to get that in. So in the meantime, I did chance it. This isn't the first flight, but yeah, I was smart enough to test it around the neighborhood and stuff, and just make sure, if it went down, it was going to go down somewhere where it'd be easy to get to. But she flies fine, and actually seems pretty damn stable, so may or may not go through the hassle of changing it when I get the new arm in. I might just save it for a spare, because of course you don't expect when the crashes to happen, but they do happen. Just like anything, those little arms seem to be pretty easy to break, because the crash that I got into really wasn't much of a crash, and it still took the arm off. So, but yeah, as you can see here, some of the flights, the patterns that I did and stuff, I was trying to, give everybody a gist of kind of what this whole Port Mayaca Dam is about. So I got some high-level shots too, but I really wanted to stay low considering I had that opportunity. So you're going to see a lot of pretty much me just cruising along the shorelines. I actually went over some alligators that I didn't even know were there. Unfortunately, my little S7 Galaxy phone and standing in the sunlight made it very difficult for me to see kind of the screen, which is why a few times I come really close to the power lines and I was like, oh geez. But I managed not to crash it today, so that was definitely a bonus. And I apologize for this crappy editing. I don't know if it's me or not, or if it's just the cheap, because I use the free Power Director editing hardware right now, or software right now. So eventually I'll probably invest in look into a better editing software. I mean, you can actually pay for this one, and I think they said it's a full version, which I don't know if it's any better or not. But I know that a lot of times when I switch when I actually do like a cut, it does that stagger right there before it takes off, which I don't really care for. As you can see, a few boats ventured their way through the channel, which was kind of cool. Probably never even noticed the Mini flying around them. By watching these videos though, after I, done flying, I can see that I'm definitely angling the Mini around more than really what I want to do. Right there, you can see a close-up of the power lines. Well, I went over them, but those little guys are kind of tough to see when you're kind of at a distance. These shots here, I'm probably about maybe only, I don't know, not even 2,000 feet away. When I start getting out here, I'm more into 3,000 feet, and this is actually the island where if you look closely, you can see the alligators that are actually clustered around this island. I really wish I would have seen these things when I was actually flying it, because I would have went back over there and tried to get some better shots of them. These boats here might have actually traveled all the way across Lake Okeechobee, which is huge, so these are not small little bass boats that are common or little airboats that are common for this area. These guys look like they can cover some ground on these boats. And some of them use Lake Okeechobee to get from the west coast to the east coast, so this could be one of those persons that is just crossing right over. And they got little channels that go through the cities and towns that these guys can just cruise all down those channels. I've been to the Port Mayaca numerous amounts of times on the motorcycle and taking pictures, but the Mini actually gives you such a better view of actually the surrounding areas, because some of this stuff, I mean, I never even seen before until I was flying this day. And I am kind of excited because my Samsung Tab 6 S6 came in, so I'm pretty excited to fly the Mini with the tablet now, which will actually give me way better view of flying versus looking at the little screen here on the phone. I don't know how it'll feel because the tablet is kind of bigger, but I was more concerned with actually seeing the detail as I'm flying. Today's flight basically stayed in position, yeah, pretty much position mode, and I hit speed mode here or there just to get some more coverage, and I actually got a chance to use quick shots. I tried it at the beginning. I basically, you'll see them towards the end of this video, but it was the first time I ever used quick shots too. I was struggling a little bit with it, but we'll get to see that later. Here I was contemplating flying through the upper portions of those lift gates, but I wasn't sure if there was any wires that I couldn't see, so I didn't attempt it. And this guy totally surprised me. I didn't see him until about now, when I was actually flying. I'm sure he knew the Mini was there. And then over here, you'll see a couple of birds fly by. I haven't been attacked by the birds yet, meaning the Mini hasn't been attacked by the birds yet, but they don't seem to particularly care for it. It does help too that I have the Fly More combo, so with the editing I actually went through all 3 batteries on this particular day. So much better because Port Mayaca is about roughly about an hour ride for me to get over here, so if I only had 1 battery, it kind of would have been a little bit disappointing. But with 3 batteries, I had time to fly around, do some editing, actually come up with a halfway decent video, so I was pretty happy with this. I don't know if anybody ever thought about putting little floaty things on their Mini just in case you have to do a water landing. I've seen a few videos of people flying over water, bodies of water, but I don't know, like styrofoam or like a piece of fanoodle or something. I don't know if that would add too much weight or not, but if it saved the Mini, because I don't even know if the Mini would actually float or if it just sank. Funny, because as I first started developing my talents or skills with the Mini, I never wanted to leave Cinesmooth mode. And Cinesmooth, obviously, it takes good pictures, but it's just super slow, so you really can't cover a lot of ground using Cinesmooth. I mean, you can, but it takes a while. Position in the speed mode actually allows you to cover a lot more ground, but once again, the hand skills, coordination, and everything else comes big into play. I cruised around some of these coastlines just hoping I'd bump into some alligators, because at this point here I didn't even know I went over the ones on the island, so just searching around, because normally this place is loaded with gators, and I figured that would be pretty cool to be on the video, but on this day, there was none lounging around. They were probably all hiding from the coronavirus, too. And the other thing I found out with flying today too was I was always curious what happens when you actually fly below the height where you took off from, because I didn't know if the Mini would assume it was landing if it got below the normal. Say if you take off and then you're at a lower level, you're flying at a lower level, now you actually go negative. So I wasn't sure how that actually worked, but it just goes negative. The sensors on the bottom of the Mini obviously tell it whether it's going to land or not. It's not, it has, I guess it has nothing to do with the height. Very beautiful scenery in the background, and granted, you know, it's water and it looks cool, but I'm so used to flying over the bluer water over in Jupiter around the intercoastal and the inlet that this brownish water just wasn't really appealing. But these people that live in this area, you know, all these fishermen that do the bass fishing and everything else here, it's pretty much their home. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have been doing this, but I thought it looked cool. I stayed high enough anyways that I wasn't going to interfere on anybody. coming up to a point where I was flying in real quick here, and from where I'm standing, I wasn't even focused in on those stupid power lines. I almost went into them here. Gotta back off quick. Yeah, right there, I was like, wait a second, what am I doing? And I don't think I picked it up by looking at the screen. I think it was when I was actually watching the Mini come towards me now, a line of sight. I'd seen that, my position and where the Mini was heading, so I let off on that throttle. It was about an 85-degree day, so yeah, by the third battery I was pretty much beat, because unfortunately where I was standing was there was no shade, and yeah, directly out in the sun. If you notice the terrain, there isn't many trees around here. In the spots where there were trees, unfortunately they had the gate closed because they didn't want people over there, I guess. I just I was using my the shadow from myself to actually try and see the screen to fly around, because really the sun was just kind of messing with my view and pretty much draining every ounce of energy I had. I'm thinking if I ever do this more often that I'm going to have to bring some kind of either sun umbrella or something just to try and get some coverage, which I don't think would interfere with the Mini flying ability, but just something to stay out of the sun when there isn't particularly any shade around. And you can see that flag over there, so the wind did pick up, but the Mini of course handled it like a champ. I didn't really get many strong wind warnings. I got a few here and there, but it wasn't as much as I thought, considering the wind did stop blowing. I know one of my videos I left it in the actual screen that flies and shows all the data and stuff. I like using that, but the quality, you don't get the best quality when you do it that way. Even using this power director, you lose so much quality out of it from the actual SD card video. But it is what it is. Pictures still look pretty decent. And it allows the people to see an area that they possibly never seen before, or maybe want to visit someday, and it gives them an idea of what it's all about. And we're pretty much coming to a close here. I'm gonna end it with I believe a quick shot here. Yep, there's me ending it with the quick shot. Alright guys, stay safe, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll keep posting, so just keep watching. Alright.